Hi Year 9 and welcome to this brief overview of where we're going with IST this term and into term 2. Hopefully this will clear up a few of your questions and guide you to where you need to go within our Google Classroom for further information. Information Software and Technology is a course with a syllabus designed by Bostes. The content is divided into core topics, which consist of mandatory knowledge, and options topics. They're not optional for you, but the options are chosen at the school level so that they are of interest and relevance to you. So this term, as our core topic 1, we are looking at design, produce and evaluate. That's all about designing, producing and evaluating software that's readily available in the marketplace, coming to a core understanding of it and being able to choose the appropriate points at which to use these various softwares and applications that are out there. The option that we have chosen for you to investigate is digital media. Digital media is all about how our society has developed into what it is today, which is increasingly digitised. How it's moved from where it was 20 or 30 years ago into what we take for granted these days. This includes things like online banking, share trading, obtaining our music over the internet, the rise of purchasing things online versus bricks and mortar storefronts. And this has dramatically changed the way our society operates. And it's important to understand the social and ethical issues surrounding this and the impact it has had on society at large. The course is designed so that it is relevant for you. A core set of knowledge is chosen and combined with an option strand. These two silos of knowledge are integrated into a project. The project is something that you complete and that you submit to demonstrate your learning of the content of the course. This is an opportunity for you to be creative, but more of that later. So then, how will we learn? Each week on the timetable, we'll be looking at the core content. Each B week on the timetable, we'll be looking at the option content. All the while in the background, you will have a project that you will be working on and developing as you learn about the key components of design, produce and evaluate and digital media. As we go along, and in case you miss a week, there will be a document on Google Classroom that is called Week by Week. This document will tell you what we are looking at specifically that week in class. It will give you the deliverables for that lesson that I want you to upload electronically to show me that you're progressing and actually doing the work that is required. Some of these deliverables will form the content of your project, so it really is worthwhile sticking with it, not falling behind, and ensuring that you maximise your time in class so that you don't have a horrible mountain of work just before your project is due. So we've been talking about this project. What is the project? The project is that you are the editor-in-chief of a new publication that's designed to convey your knowledge of digital media and how our world has evolved through the digital revolution. You need to provide access to this knowledge through an innovative use of graphics, musical inclusions and animation sequences, and through authoring software. That means you are going to need to write some content and demonstrate that you can express yourself clearly. But what does all this mean? Graphics, musical inclusions and animation sequences. It means you need to be creative in how you present your knowledge. You can write a rap. You can do an animation. You can set your knowledge to music. The possibilities are endless. but I expect you to investigate and think about what you're doing. Decisions are going to be made. You can't experiment forever. And if it's not what you would necessarily want this time, you'll have learnt a lot for the next project deliverable that you have to do in the future. Your project will be submitted electronically. That means that you won't be handing in any assignment work on paper. You will be submitting a folder of files via Google Classroom for marking. The marking will be electronic as well. You are also able to work in groups of 2 or 3. You need to keep this team together through the duration of your project. I'll be taking down who these groups are. You need to learn to work together. If you have a bust up, you're going to have to patch it up, because that is what working in IT is all about. Okay, so IT is a team game. In the real world, you'll work in teams, you'll work in project teams. You'll need to know how to communicate, and you'll need to know how to share knowledge. It's the sharing of knowledge that has enabled us to get to this point in history. So, don't be holding on to what you know. Share it with your team. Help each other achieve success in this course. So no doubt by now you've got loads of questions. What is the project question itself? What are the deliverables? What is a deliverable? When is it due? Let me tell you that it will all be revealed in the Google Classroom. You'll be able to find the relevant information that you need in there, provided you stay in touch with that forum. One thing that's important to understand is that it will be a staggered delivery. I will not expect everything to be due in one big chunk in week 4. I'll be checking that you're making adequate progress as we continue through the remainder of this term and into the early stages of next term. You will need to be showing me that you are working towards your final project deliverable, which is basically just handing in the assignment. So, good luck guys. I hope you enjoy it, and you can find the information, particularly week by week. Don't forget that, week by week, on the Google Classroom. Talk soon.